Hi, my name is Susan.
Hi, my name's Verity.
And we have been to EGX and we had a look at quite a few games.
Yes, we have.
As for the third game, which was Hitman.
I always find this about EGX is that I go and see a series that I've never played. I've never played a Hitman game at all. It's one of those things that's been sitting on my Steam list for a long time but never actually got around to. And I was actually quite intrigued by it all. I thought it looked...
Yeah, so was I.
Fun.
After, because it was another one of those, it wasn't
It was
actually
a video,
demo, it was
yeah.
a video and a slideshow type thing. The slideshow, like the way they spent quite a lot of time talking about the locations and like colour.
The artistry and that.
Yeah.
So they'd done colour mapping on the levels so that you could see, where they break it down to the individual colours of each level. So you could see like this level was purple and this level was blue. And
like
so
the moods of the level almost. Yeah. And I was thinking, I was a bit sort of, this is quite interesting, but at the same time I kind of just wanted to see the gameplay.
Yeah.
Rather than go through these beautiful screenshots of like Paris and whatever the second location.
So somewhere in Amalfi Coast in Italy.
Yeah, but although funnily enough, when they showed that screenshot, I was like, "That's Italy."
Yeah, so did I. Actually,
it was really weird.
At the moment it came up, I was like, "Well, it's Italy, isn't it?"
Yeah.
So it was good, and he'd been saying that about they'd been showing it to Parisians, the Parisian level, and they said that it looked like Paris, but it wasn't Paris. If you see what I mean,
it's not like accurate Paris, but it captures the essence of Paris.
Very similar. Yeah, it was good.
So that was interesting, and then the actual gameplay itself like took place, and you had to sort of assassinate a target in at a fashion show being held in a huge French palace type setup. So it's kind of like you can go in this way, and then once you get in, like the level looked really massive.
It was huge, yeah, and there was so many different options and different ways you could play it, and again, the guy was saying that you could just stand and listen to people talk, or you could, wander off and do different bits and bobs, but there was no direct way to it. There was no right way to do it. You had all sorts of choices of your loadout at the beginning, so you could go in with a massive sniper rifle strapped to your back.
But the best bit was how the guy was like commenting and saying like, "So he's the best agent in the world, the best assassin in the world. He can sneak into like any location and he won't be noticed." And then cut to like him, Agent 47, walk along with a giant sniper rifle like strapped to his back, and then cut to Agent 47 walking along holding a wrench.
Yeah, that was the weirdest. And a screwdriver.
And the axe.
I was expecting like a pool cue to come out.
Or like one of them baseball bats with the nail through the
yes. And a samurai sword as well.
Yes.
But the best thing I think about that whole demo was the maximum overkill that he showed.
So they showed like bits of the level where you were stealthed in and you like snuck around and like
steal disguises.
Yeah, steal disguises, smuggle. The one clever bit was like getting the gun up the stairs. So they were serving stuff and you had the same uniform as them, and you would get checked at the stairs because they didn't know you. But the guys who were carrying boxes up and back and forth didn't get checked because they knew them, right? So you could hide the gun in the box, get it smuggled upstairs by one of those guys. You go through the checkpoint. You're not carrying a gun, so you go through all okay. Then retrieve your gun from the box.
Yeah,
I thought that was really clever.
And the later bit when you got higher up and you were disguised as a security guard and you took one guy out, and then he said it was something like it was a murder scene, and one of the other security guards came to investigate. And the disguise wouldn't fool him because he was I can't remember the term he used, but he was somebody who knew who all the other security guards were, so there was no way that you could fool him. So the disguises weren't just a free pass to getting wherever you wanted to go.
Yeah, it seems like it's like layer upon layer of things that sort of like build up to create the situation.
It was really clever.
But then after all of that stealthing and sneaking around, then you just did this crazy thing where you just dropped the entire bloody lighting rig like on top of this one guy.
Maximum overkill.
And then the guy like finished the presentation with, "Yeah, so you can do that too," which was pretty hilarious.
It was awesome. Yeah, there were so many different ways you could do it. So.